I'm Shelby Melissa, and I wanted to go over the Tarot Delphi. Just kind of highlight it real quick so that if you're looking to get it or you've seen it around, you want to know what it's all about. This is the deck. I believe it is available elsewhere. I would have to double check on that, and then the link will be down below. So that way if you are looking to get it, it is available. I'm going to read the back for you real quick. It says, the Tarot Delphi is a fine art tarot deck curated with pre-Raphaelite, symbolist, aesthetic, academic, and neoclassical art from the Victorian and Edwardian eras. So if you hear me talk about it as classical art, it's probably not technically, but that's how I tend to think of it. I'm not an art major or anything of the sort, so this is actually what it's about. It does on the back have the pricing. It's probably backwards, but it's US 35, Canadian 38, but I'm guessing that's what the retail price, is going to be for it elsewhere. Upside down. So I wanted to go through kind of what's in the box. It's a really nice box though. It's nice and hard, sturdy, so if something kind of happens, you can kind of throw it in your purse and not really worry about it too much. Unlike some of the standard boxes that come with things, they're really flimsy and they fall apart eventually. And so it did come with a little booklet, which is it's actually kind of nice. It's got the card name at the top, and then the artwork, the year, and the artist. So that's really nice about it. And then it will go into a description about it, and then underneath that in italics is kind of a condensed version of what the card's about. So it's like kind of one word associations that you can make with the card. It does have some spreads in there somewhere. There we go. So it'll go over some spreads if you're unfamiliar with those. So I wanted to kind of take a look at the cards next. There is kind of a standard kind of border, it looks like, for them. So you can see these are kind of the standard ones, even though the middle is a little bit bigger. But that's kind of the standard. The garden, which is the world, has a round kind of focus on it. My guess is that why some of these are a little bit larger than other ones is because it's original paintings. They're not all going to be the same size, and in order to kind of make them all fit, you might have to stretch them or crop them in places, and you can lose a lot of detail. So some of them are just a little bit different in size compared to other ones. This deck comes with 2 Empress cards. I wanted to go over them. This is the typical Empress where she's hanging out, usually sitting, kind of relaxing, lots of flowers, fertility kind of thing. It looks like there's little seagulls, but you know, it's your typical Empress. And this deck does have a lot of boobs in it, so if you are uncomfortable with that sort of thing, it might not be a deck for you, but there are a lot of boobs and some butts, and I think a few penises here and there, so just in case that's not your thing, they're there. And then this is the other Empress. I like it a little bit better. This card's she's more of a counterpart to the Emperor, so she's more a ruler in her own right, rather than because she's an Empress, it's almost like she rose to the position kind of thing through being a good leader. That's kind of how I took it. But I also like that one. And then I did pick a few cards to kind of look at here. Here's Strength. This is Circe. I think it's 1889. But you can see there's a lot of animals. They're mostly lions. But instead of the typical kind of holding the lion's jaws open, or holding onto the lion, like trying to control it, they're all kind of tame and hanging out, which I like. There's a lot of detail there too. You can kind of see animals into the background when you're looking at it close up and that kind of thing. And it's also got all these flowers at the bottom, so it's still like feminine in a sense, but very empowering is how I would take it. And then I liked this card mainly because it's titled The One Torn Asunder, which is also backwards. So instead of like typical names, like the Hanged Man or something like that, they have different names. So like the World was the Garden, which is easy to kind of follow because the numbers are all the same still. And then this is the High Priestess, which is the Oracle at Delphi. It is kind of the namesake for the deck. So that is another card that I really like. It's not just, it kind of goes into more on the like oracle aspect and intuition and that kind of thing, rather than just she's kind of sitting there almost. So I connect with this a little bit better. So that's the Tarot Delphi. These are the backs. It's actually kind of pretty, but also kind of minimalist. So that could be your thing. It could not be. I think they're actually kind of pretty. So that is the Tarot Delphi, and that's my phone alarm. So forgive me. But yeah, I really like the deck. Otherwise, it was one that I was waiting for from the Kickstarter, and I was really hoping to get it before I went away to school, and I did. So, but that's the Tarot Delphi. I've said it like 5 times now, but I really enjoy this deck. I hope you do too if you do get it, and I hope that this video has helped you make a decision or at least kind of get an idea of what it is. So thanks for watching, and hopefully I'll see you soon. This is my first video, so if you could please, leave comments or let me know what you thought, advice, not letting the phone go off during the video kind of thing. Yep, I'll take that. So thank you again, and hopefully we'll see you soon.